I don't know how many of you are facing this problem with your bike, but in my CB300F there is a significant amount of power drop. Mainly it is in the lower RPM. Suppose you are in about 30 to 40 km per hour and you are in third gear, and suddenly you have to reduce the speed due to the traffic or be it any reason. You dropped it to 20, you have to get back to the first gear, otherwise the bike will start to rattle. So my primary doubt was the clutch plates, and then it can be the clutch housing as well. So I opened everything up. As you can see, there is a significant amount of play in it. It shouldn't be any play at all, and this requires servicing. Servicing means there are two types of servicing are there. One is a direct replacement, so getting parts is a headache. So I went ahead and tried to repair it. So how do we repair? We remove the rivets and we see if the re-rivet can solve the issue. So you can see the inside view of this clutch basket. While refitting everything back in, one of the spring broken, and that leads me to the only other option to replace the clutch housing. In this video I'll show you everything you need to know about replacing the clutch assembly, clutch housing, what are the tools you require. So before starting the video, man, this type of videos are rare in YouTube. You should give a like, a share and a comment. Only then this type of videos are gonna come up to YouTube more and more. Otherwise there is no point of making videos. Okay, I hope you understand. Let's get started. So I've been using Motul 710010W30 for quite a while now, and this engine oil has been run almost about 1500 kilometer, and within that time you can see the engine oil has degraded very much. That is why I always recommend you to stick to 10W40. I know manufacturers or Japanese engineers from Honda has spent most amount of time with the bike, but still it's my personal opinion that 10W40 works absolutely amazing on this bike. Now after removing all the 8mm bolts, the clutch lever need to be pushed outside in order to remove the right side engine cover. Make sure you don't lose this return spring of the clutch lever. Now after removing these three 10mm bolts, you can see the three aftermarket springs that I have been using on this bike that helps reducing the clutch slippage by a significant amount. If you need this, do drop me a DM on Instagram and I'll send it to you. Now use a flathead screwdriver to remove the notch from the lock nut, and I'll again use the impact wrench. Just apply pressure using your left hand on the clutch plates, and the lock nut will come out very easily. If you have this impact wrench with you, walking on the bike is very easy, but if you don't have it, you need multiple other tools like clutch holder and a longer arm to give that extra torque. And this is the faulty part over here, the clutch housing or clutch basket. It has a very significant amount of play in it that results in that low speed jerkiness, or you have to downshift every time you reduce the speed. So we'll replace everything, we'll use the new one. I didn't get the oil filter for CB300F, so I am using this oil filter for my bike. This is of FZ. You can see this is almost of the same size, just a bit smaller, but hey, this would not cause any significant issue, because if you understand the working principle of this oil filter, you'll get to know that nothing is wrong using the a little smaller size. This spring will just be inside, so nothing wrong in it. You can still place this thing over that. So this is how it will fit. The oil will get inside from this hole, pass through this filter, and then it will get absorbed through this hole. So yeah, this is how it works, and it's absolutely fine to use. And if you get from Stillbird, it's only 30 rupees. So yeah, 180 versus 30. Obviously I'll any day pick this one, and I can change the oil filter every time I change the engine oil. Now let me measure the friction material width. So as you can see, the used one has 2.8 millimeter and the new one has 3 millimeter of thickness. So quite a bit of decay on the older one. Now I'll use the 710010W31 to lubricate everything. This is the new clutch housing. Again, I'll use the engine oil to lubricate everything back, just to ensure a smoother installation. Install this washer over here, then the clutch hub, and then these two metal rings. So the flat one will go first. Make sure to use this washer as well. And now we can fit the lock nut by hand. And then the conical one will go, and the conical shape will face outside or away from the engine. Now we'll fit the clutch plates one by one. Make sure to dip the clutch plates in new engine oil for overnight, for better result or better longevity. Otherwise they will get heat up pretty soon and you will end up wasting another set of clutch plates. Now I'll again put pressure by hand and use the impact wrench to tighten the lock nut. I'll align this notch and use a hammer and a punch to make a kink. Okay, so this is important, otherwise your lock nut may loosen over time because of sudden jerks. So yep, this is important. Now the last two clutch plates will go on the pressure plate itself, and then we'll install this over the clutch housing. Now make sure to off center the last clutch plate. So the last friction plate should be off center. I use the 3 springs, the high tension springs I'm using here. Again, if you want to buy this, this helps reducing the clutch slippage and increase the clutch lifespan. DM me on Instagram. I'll again tighten it, and don't tighten or over tighten using impact wrench. The limitation of impact wrench is that you don't have control over it, so it sometimes tends to over tighten things and you lose up on threads. So it's always better to give the end tightening using a torque wrench or by hand if you have that experience. I'm well experienced, so I'll use it by hand. This is how you install the return spring. Make sure you have 3 dowel pins installed, 2 on the right side case and 1 on the engine itself. Now you can use a new gasket, but I'm reusing it, although I have a newer one, but still I'm reusing it because it's pretty new and don't have any issue with it, so I'm reusing the gasket. Now make sure the 2 O-rings are there when you install the pipes that are coming from the radiator. I'll tighten all 8mm bolts by hand, and for the engine oil, my personal favorite EzMeck IG7 10W40 will go in, and it's time for a test ride. So the clutch work has been done and the bike is rolling very smoothly. There is no jerk, no jitteriness, no rattling, and it's again smooth. So I was not expecting that type of quality from Honda. Obviously from a 300cc the things need to be a little bit more rigid, but it is what it is. It might be my fault, or maybe doing some stupid stunts that ruined the clutch system. Again, I'll keep that in mind. One thing to note, that if you watched this video till this end, you deserve this. This free play is a must have, and obviously go through the manual. There should be about 1.5 centimeter to 2 centimeter free play. and obviously go with the longer one. Okay, set the free play at 2 centimeter. If you are among the one who watched this video till this point of time, I owe you big times. I appreciate you, man, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and happy riding. Peace out.